Hello Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for June 19th to the 25th. This is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising, and if you are new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Gemini. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Lastly, Gemini, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, speaking of astrology, Gemini, this is going to be a week. This is going to be an amazing week, and I'm very excited for you. First things first. If you're if it's still, we're still, for the first half of the week in Gemini season, so happy birthday to those Geminis, those late Geminis. Now, the big thing that's happening is that if you are, boom, you are good to go, because we're kicking off this week, June 19th, with Jupiter sextiling Saturn. If you saw my past readings, this is huge. This is a rare aspect. I want you to think, and I want you to think about what happened for you back in December 21st, 2020, okay? Think about what was happening around that time, all right? Because we had some Jupiter-Saturn conjunctions. They're all connected, right? And now we have this great, beautiful Jupiter sextiling Saturn. Sextile is just really just, in layman's terms, it's just a really supportive aspect. Very supportive. Now, here's why it's really great, is because it's really, first of all, it's earth and water just harmoniously like merging here, right? And then, Saturn moved into Pisces, which is a lot better than it was when it was in Aquarius and when it was in Capricorn. I say it's a lot more fluid. Now, remember, Jupiter is exalted in Pisces. And so just the aspects are really great, but this is really just really, you could see some payoffs from things that you've been working on since December of 2020. You can see a lot of luck happening right now. You can see a lot of breakthroughs. This is a week of breakthroughs, and a lot of Geminis, considering your last reading, oh my goodness, we're coming out of a new moon in Gemini. So the fact that Jupiter is in Taurus in your 12th house, the subconscious, so there's things that you could have unrooted combined with Mars and Venus in Leo, all right, which is in your third house right now. You are the native ruler of the third house, so communication, okay, learning new things. I mean, it's just like boom, breakthrough energy, huge, big time, coming right after that new moon in your sign. So a lot of y'all may have signed contracts. A lot of y'all could have started new plans or got new jobs, started your own business, decided you want to do something different. There's hope. You better be manifesting the things that you want right now. It's a really great time to do that. One other thing that is happening that I want you to know, I rarely talk about the moon aspects, but the moon is going to be in Leo basically all week long up until Friday. So not only is Mars and Venus in Leo, we have the moon in Leo. I mean, this is like really, really heavy hitting, all right? This is going to be a really big week for you, Gemini, an absolutely big week for you, one that I really love. It's really, really, honestly, you're going to feel like a lot of breakthrough energy this week. One other thing I want to remind you is that well, not remind you, but I'm getting in the habit of, y'all have requested that I tell you the luckiest day of the weeks. It really is this day. Now, a second day that's really lucky for you specifically, Gemini, for you specifically, will be June 21st. That is the day of the summer solstice. It's, in the northern hemisphere, winter in the other southern, but it is the longest day of the year. And it is also Mercury sextiling Mars. So Mercury is your ruling planet. Mercury is in Gemini, okay? It's pretty amazing. And then remember, Mars is in Leo, in your third house of communication, which you rule. So when I talk about breakthrough energy. I mean, this is like nothing can stop you now energy. This is like you could have this huge moment of clarity this day. You could you could just get really fired up about something that is happening in your life, something that's really amazing, and be really enthusiastic about that. So that is the day that the sun moves into Cancer as well. So we officially start Cancer season on that date as well. One thing that I am going to tell you not to do is on the 25th, Mercury is squaring Neptune. So that is the day to you're going to be so communicative this week, and I want you to be if you're not. Okay, this is you being communicative this week is going to benefit you in ways you couldn't even imagine. However, on the 25th, just don't say anything you might regret. And that is just because Mercury is squaring Neptune. Again, I know it's not like, in the heat of the moment, you're not going to remember me saying that to you, but just when you wake up that day, just if you're vibrating at a very high energy and you're just like feeling really good, you're not gonna do it anyway. But just letting you know, Venus is in Leo right now. Venus is in Leo for 5 months. That's crazy, up until October. The reason why it's gonna retrograde next month, we're gonna talk about that big time. Next month. But for now, let's it's not like Venus retrograde isn't like bad. It's different. But a lot of things, it's kind of like Mercury retrograde, but in a different way, having to do with like love and your passions. But we'll talk about that more next month. But the inner planets are really booming right now. It really is a good time. I absolutely love this week for you, Gemini. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for this week. Oh my goodness, this is going to be an amazing week. Let's see what's going on for you. Again, this is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising. And if you want to if you want to read for your Moon, your Venus, any of those other placements, you're absolutely welcome to. And again, June 19th, luckiest day, okay, for those. And then remember, take action on the 21st when Mercury is exhaling Mars. You may just feel it, though. You may just feel it. Things may just happen organically for you, okay? So let's go ahead and get started, Gemini. I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited to see what's going on for June 19th to the 25th. Again, this is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising. Wow. I said that in like one long breath, didn't I? Or I didn't take a breath. Gemini. Like I said earlier, I do a traditional culture cross spread. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, my dog is not here. I know y'all are amazing. So many people ask about where's Ruby? Where's Ruby? She's normally like in the summer, she'll be on the floor on like the cold hardwood floor. So she may not appear in the readings a lot this summer for y'all, but you're good. You're good. Oh my goodness, Gemini, you're good. You're good. Oh. You're good. You're absolutely great. You are absolutely great. Okay, so I'm going to point some things out here. Whew. Your readings just keep getting better and better and better. Look at this. You got the Lovers. Lovers came up in your past. Now, why is this significant? Because if you are a subscriber, that full moon in Sagittarius that we had, that kicked off this month, that we're still feeling, a lot of y'all may still be feeling. Boom, there you go. Okay, Lovers, all about partnerships, all about relationships. You could have had some moments around that. Okay, partnerships, whether in love, whether in career, even with a friend, or even like self-love too, but it came up in your past, okay, in your past. And so this card really comes down to making decisions, making choices, choosing your path forward, right? You see the Archangel here, Archangel Raphael, the healer, okay, gifting the love to the two, right? And so it's up to them to decide what to do with it. There's so much happening in this card, by the way, but the biggest news of all, the reason why this is so amazing that it showed up is because This card is ruled by Gemini. This card is ruled by Gemini. So a lot of that self-love, a lot of that, remember I said that breakthrough energy, really coming into your own, really finally just like, things are like getting great, even in a, mental capacity. And I want you to ask yourself too, where does that resonate with you? Is it, in your physical world? Is it mentally? Is it emotionally? Is it spiritually? Is it all of it? There's a lot of, because this card is about self-love. Like I said, it's like you can see, I'm going to point something out here. You can see, let's call them Adam and Eve. You can see Adam looking at Eve. You can see Eve looking at the archangel. Okay? So that is conscious, subconscious, superconscious. It's Trinity at play here. All right. So a lot of that is a very spiritual activity. You see the full abundance of the sun, but again, you pulled your own card in your reading this week, which I really love. You did get Temperance in the heart of your spread. Now, if I remember correctly, you did get this recently. Temperance, again, I can't make this up. Okay? I can't make this up. That full moon in Sagittarius was in your 7th house of partnerships. Now, you got the card of Sagittarius. Okay? So, there is movement for a lot of y'all with what happened around that time, okay? With what happened around that time, something around that time could have given you this moment of clarity, could have given you this vision of like, this is what I need to do around that new moon that just happened this past weekend. I mean, big time, okay? Now, Temperance. This is all about, Temperance literally means self-restraint, all right? So it's basically saying, have that time this week to just enjoy the moment. Just enjoy the ride, okay? Don't stress about your future. Don't worry about your future. Don't even think about the past unless it's going to, empower you, okay? But this is a time where it's just, hey, have that self-restraint. If you don't try to force things to happen, make things happen, but in an organic way. But just also, this is saying, look at the rest of your spread. You're fine. You're good. Everything is going to work out for you. So just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the show. Right, Gemini? Listen, you can also see, one thing I'm going to point out, you see the sun in the background there, right? And you see that it's a crowned sun. Now, you see that pathway to get there. So, yeah, sure. The things that you want, it may take a little bit longer than you want, or it may take a little longer than you expected, but you're going to get there. You're going to get there. This is saying, take that time. Also, really spiritual energy. Again, remember, you got that with the Lovers, but also now you have it here as well. The other thing I'm going to point out is, hey, you got 2 archangels. Okay? Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael. You're protected. You're good. Don't stress. Don't worry. You're good. You are absolutely good. In fact, I know you see what's in your future, in your spread. I'm very excited for you. I'm absolutely excited for you. Just really have that balance, okay? Really have that balance. I feel like y'all are. I don't even need to tell y'all that. I feel like that's something that y'all are already feeling. The one other message I'm gonna tell you is this: when I talk about that balance, think about that like mind, body, soul balance, but also in your physical world. Okay, again, I feel like I don't have to tell you that after this new moon where you've had a lot of clarity. I feel like I don't have to tell you that with the Jupiter sextile Saturn, a lot of these things that are happening behind the scenes that are really having this impact on you, whether you know it or not, but you're just gonna feel it this week. This is really just, especially because you can see the sun on the forehead there, right on the pineal gland, all right, the intuition. But it really is, when I say balance, mind, body, soul, but also in your physical world, okay? Ask yourself now, is it, am I spending way too much time, at work, not enough time with the kids? Am I spending a way too much time binging gosh, I can't. I always try to think about it like a show that Geminis would like. But Succession. And not enough time at work. Do you know what I mean? Like find that balance. But I feel like you are gonna do that. But honestly, the main message is enjoy this week. Enjoy this week. Enjoy the ride. Okay, the things you want, they're gonna come. Just if you are feeling any stress or fear or worry or doubt about your future, flip it and think about how rewarding it will be when the things that you want come. Think about that. Okay? Now, Gemini, you got the Nine of Cups. Now, I know for a fact you got this card. I know for a fact you got this card in your last reading. This is absolutely really great because this is the card of satisfaction. This is a card of, you see the cups aligned over his head. That's a lot of enlightenment. Cups are, it's love, it's emotions, it's feeling, it's wonderment. But this is the wish come true card. This is, I say, it's the genie in a bottle energy. This is, you can see this man. He's so happy. He's so happy. He's in fact, it's as if he's showing off his cups, right? Like they're trophies. Be proud, bring proud. So a lot of y'all want to be really proud of the things that you're doing, the things that you're manifesting. There's a sense of pride that's coming with that. You can even see the red, his red hat. I love that. Okay, red is like that passion, right? And even like that power, right? To be in that moment where you are, everything is just going your way. Everything's going your way. So I love the fact that you got the Nine of Cups. This is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing, especially because the Nine of Cups is ruled by it is Jupiter in Pisces. Okay. Now remember what I said from the very beginning. Jupiter sextiling Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces. So I love what is happening here. This is absolutely amazing. The other thing is you did get the Ten of Swords in your challenge area. And so the Ten of Swords is challenging the Temperance card here. So again, really let those, like, if there's still things that you're just like, things that maybe that you're stressing about or fear, it's time to just let it go. Enjoy the ride. Let it go. I want you to ask yourself right now, when was the last time worrying about my future or stressing about my future or worrying about this? When was the last time that did anything good for me? How did that change anything for the better? Ask yourself that, okay? It didn't do anything, right? It didn't do anything at all. So let any of that stress or fear or any of that you have, let them go now, because you're definitely moving into this brand new place in your life. It's very, very auspicious. I can't even this is absolutely amazing. Okay, you also got the Two of Swords. Okay, so you got the Two of Swords in the root of your spread. So really do trust your intuition at this point and really do communicate the things that you need. This is a card of, you can see that she does have the Two Swords. All right, she's standing in front of a lot of water. There's a lot, so there could be a decision that you're sitting on this week. I'm not surprised because of with this new moon that happened and all the other aspects that have been happening, but there could be something that you may need to take a little bit more time having that moment to really think about it. Okay, because we want to get to the point where you take that blindfold off. Okay, all right. So this is all about making a decision. It could be an emotional decision. It could be one that you've had on your mind, and that is creating some sense of anxiety or stress or fear. I'm not gonna lie. Here, with Mars, Venus, and the Moon in Leo, your third house. The third house rules the nervous system. Okay, so Mars in Leo is already a very, very powerful placement. So there could be some things that are making you a little bit anxious, okay? But again, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the moment. You have nothing to fear. You got the Empress in your future. Gemini, when I say you're good, you're good. You're good. I mean, we're talking like, when I say your readings, it's like boom, 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 boom. Like, this is really absolutely amazing. And just looking at your soul, what's going on in your chart too. A lot of career activity, by the way, too. A lot of career activity, breakthroughs in career, okay? Career, public achievements, public recognition, or just personal achievements as well. If you're not here for a career, hey, love as well. If you're not here for love, your spiritual journey, okay? What's resonating with you, all right? Just don't have that stress right now. You don't need it. It's not going to serve you well. It's not going to serve you well. And if you are feeling it, just take that time out. Take that time out to ask yourself, why am I stressing about this? And once you identify it, how can I stop stressing about this, right? Now, the Empress in your future, absolutely amazing. She is ruled by Venus. She's a goddess. The Empress is a goddess. She's not a queen. She's not a priestess. She's a goddess, okay? We're talking Aphrodite here. So, you're good. This is all about abundance. This is all about abundance. This is, she's Miss Universe here. Everything, okay? Ruled by Venus. You can see the symbol of Venus right there and a stone-shaped heart. I mean, come on. Venus and Leo. This is, passions, creativity, self-expression, love, romance, all of that in this card. Sensuality, sexuality. Just, you're good. You're absolutely good. One other thing I'm going to point out, coming after that new moon in Gemini, and especially with the transits that are aspects happening this week, you see that she is 3, okay? Which is very interesting because I'm going to tell you something else. But 3 is all about growth, advancement, like maturing, right? But it's also creation. You see that she's pregnant, okay? This is birth, okay? So some of y'all may be having babies, but most importantly, equally so, is think the birth of new things. 3 is creation. You are coming into this moment of abundance. Like just the synchronicities happening right now is just pretty insane. Remember, I said Venus is in Leo in your 3rd house. Now we have Venus right here, and you have card 3, which I absolutely love. One other thing that is popping in my head, and I feel like I wasn't going to say, I think it's important to say to you, you know that I said that on the 21st, June 21st, Mercury is sextiling Mars and we're moving into Cancer season, but the fact that Mercury is sextiling Mars is a bigger thing for you, and that is like a great day for you and a lucky day for you. Well, I want you to know that June 21st, we have reached, it's the 172nd day of the year, right? In the Gregorian calendar. And if you're into numerology, that's 10, okay? So it's like conclusion. And then remember, 10 is conclusion. You got it right here. 10 of Swords. And you're moving into this new reality, this birth of this new thing that's coming into your life. You're good, Gemini. You're good. All right, I'm gonna make a dance around that. Anyway, Gemini, let's get to your stuff. I'm very excited for you this week, actually. Let's see what's going on for you. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. You really make my day. You are absolutely amazing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I am truly grateful, and I am very appreciative. So, Gemini. Now, I don't do reversals. You saw that card came reversed, but I don't do reversals. But even still, it literally means the same thing, looking at your entire spread and looking at what's happening here. It just, have that strength, have that courage to, don't stress. You'll be fine. You're good. Now, this is absolutely amazing because, we have, again, look at the story here. We're starting off, remember, the lovers, it's all about, it's really like relationships, but there's a lot of self-love there, but, that was in your 7th house of partnerships, right? And then this is your ruling card. You rule this card. This is your card as well. Gemini rules the 10 of Swords, okay? And now, Temperance, Sagittarius. So, remember, this has just been a big month for you. Your birthday month has been a big month for you. All right, Gemini. And then in the future, you have the Empress, which is ruled by Venus, and Venus is in Leo. Now we got the card of Leo. Leo rules strength. Okay, I absolutely, honestly, like, you have an amazing reading here. So just have that strength. Just know that you're strong enough to move forward. Know that you're strong enough to move forward, and not fear about anything. Don't fear anything. Look at, you got the Empress in your future, okay? Because it's that inner strength. That inner courage that's going to make everything happen for you. All right. 8 is actually, there's hope in 8, right? There's hope in every card, but 8 is really like hope, and it's the mental attribute in the tree of life. Okay, so 10 of Swords in your challenge area is Mercury in Gemini, which is happening right now. And so don't overthink things. Don't stress. Don't get in your head too much. I know that, y'all are very creative. Y'all are the communications. So a lot of that could be happening up here. Enjoy the moment. You're literally doing like, it's like, what is it called? It's like it's like in baseball when you're running to the gosh, I don't watch baseball, so I shouldn't even be making this analogy, but it's like, when you slide into the white thing on the ground. Oh my gosh, I'm really embarrassing myself. When you make it to where the catcher is, it's like you're okay. You know what? I'm gonna do a different analogy. You're on a track and you're the first one that makes it, but everything's so good for you. You don't even need to like look over your shoulder. You got this. Okay, there you go. And then you cross the ribbon and you win. All right, that's what's happening here. All right, you don't even have to look back. Like, you confident enough to know that you're, I don't know why I try to do a baseball analogy. Anyway, this is more affirmation that you're good. You just got the 3 of Cups. Gemini, you're good. This is a card of joy. It's a card of celebration. It's a card of bonding too. You see the 3 sisters here toasting each other, having a ball. They're having a blast. Came right after the Empress. 3 and 3. Creation. Some of y'all are going to be celebrating something new that's come into your life this week, okay? I'm getting the message some of y'all have already experienced it, which is really great. It could be the things that you are manifesting as well. It could be like an idea that you had, and then you're together with friends and they're just like, fist bumps all around, right? This is the great idea. This is the $1 million idea, or something that you're about to launch. There's a lot to celebrate, especially coming after the Empress. This is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I love what's happening for you here. The 3rd house also rules, other than communication, it does rule like siblings and aunts and cousins. And so a lot of family energy there as well. So it could be you also getting together with family to celebrate something as well. But either way, you're good. You're absolutely good. You did get the 6 of Pentacles. You got this last week too, didn't you? Correct me if I'm wrong. 6 of Pentacles. You'll see that you got the 6 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. All right. So 6 of Pentacles. This is amazing. This is all you want. This is all, having that gratitude in your life, appreciating everything in your life. Also, just to that point where you just don't have to worry, where you don't have to stress. Pentacles is money and wealth. So a lot of y'all are hoping to be in a place where you are, financially secure, where you don't have to worry about money. Some of y'all want to be in a place where you can provide for others in a way where they don't ever have to make a worry about money. But there's no worry, there's no stress in this card. There's none of that. It's all about that balance. Okay, knowing the balance between giving and receiving is really important too. Keep that in mind. It's absolutely important to. It really does fuel positive energies, right? Having that gratitude and generosity. Gratitude is one of the highest, if not the highest vibration in the law of attraction. Now, you know that here, I was talking about that balance, mind, body, soul, even in your physical world. And then here, it's really connecting because you do see the scale in the man's hand. Very philanthropic here. But if this is in the place where it's landing in your spread, it's just saying that's all you really want this week is to feel that gratitude and to really appreciate things that are coming into your life and that you have in your life, and getting that support if you need support, and offering that support if you are in a position to offer that support. It's just, you're just going to feel great this week. Now, you saw here, Six of Pentacles and now the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Seven of Pentacles coming in your final outcome. Some of y'all are going to have make a decision, okay? Some of y'all are going to be making a decision. And it's not only because you have the Seven of Pentacles, but remember, you got the Lovers, card of choices. You got the Two of Swords, card of choices here as well, okay? But look at, again, you're good. You're absolutely good here. Seven of Pentacles, this is really just, think about how far you've come, okay? This is a week where I want you to, if you are thinking about the past, just think about how far you come. Be very proud of yourself, okay? Mars and Leo, be very proud of yourself. It's asking you to be proud of yourself and to be confident, all right? And you will, a lot of y'all will feel that confidence, but this is saying that you've definitely been going through some things, right? And especially work-related, money-related, because this is Pentacles. But remember, Pentacles are earthbound, okay? They're physical reality, so it can also be, look at him just looking back at everything that he's invested in. So is it work for you? Ask yourself, is it work? Is it relationships? This investment in a relationship? Is it with your family? Is it with your children? Is it in your home environment? Ask yourself, where does it resonate with you? Where you may take a little break and decide to move forward in a different way, okay? Choosing a different path or elevating yourself in the path that you're on, ascending, transcending. It's really like, this is a big week for you. I just want you to know you're good. You're absolutely good. Okay. And I'm going to pull a clarifier for you just to, what I was going to say is to confirm that you're good. You're good. Gemini, how much time do we have here? Oh, gosh. Okay, so I know I talk a lot. So here we go. The world and your final outcome, you're good. You're absolutely good, okay? Remember what I said. June 21st may be a really big day for you. Remember, it is the 172nd day of the year. 172 is 10. 10 is the end. 10 equals 1. New beginning. You have new beginning in your future, okay? Creation of something new. Now, the world. There's 22 paths in the tree of life. There's 22 major arcanas. We've come to the end, all right? We've come to the end here. You've gone through your hero's journey. You've gone through your fool's journey. You've gone through your journey. Okay? Think about the hero's journey up until we get to this point. A lot of polarities, a lot of dualities, a lot of ups and downs. And now, victory. You made it. You made it. You can see the figure here with the two magician's batons. We started off with the magician, with the magician's baton, right? But before the magician, we had the fool. And so you see the garland, 0. The fool is 0, right? So starting this new cycle, starting this new journey, you are, and you see the 4 fixed signs here, okay? Bring in that stability, bringing all that stability, which is when you think about it, I mean, we're talking about that. I'm not even going to get into the Grand Cross, but Jupiter in Taurus, right? Mars, Venus in Taurus, or in Leo, and then Pluto in Aquarius. I mean, this is. Come on, this is. You're good. The last thing I'm going to say is that. What I was mentioning earlier about all those dualities and polarities or whatnot, this figure is known as the child of Hermes and Aphrodite. Okay, you already got Aphrodite here, and so the Hermaphroditus. This is the merging of masculine and feminine too, because that was through the hero's journey, the fool's journey as well. This is a union of it all, and this is completion. And now you're embarking on a brand new journey. You're good. You're good. Gemini. I feel like I'm like you're good. Anyway, Gemini, I love you. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I want you to be very proud of yourself, okay? And I want you to know, I want you to just get out of your headspace if you're worrying about anything or feeling stressed about anything. If your mind is going a million miles a minute, trust everything's going to work out for you. Trust in the universe. Trust in your guides. Trust in your intuition. Trust in you, okay? Trust in you. You got the Empress in your future. 3 of Cups. You got the World. I mean, like, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Gemini, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Y'all are amazing. What I was going to say is next week is also a big week. It's a different week. It's a very different week. And it kicks off with a kind of a harsh, angle aspect. But there's, and then Mercury's moving into Cancer. But we have a lot of great trines next week. If you want to think about the hierarchy, it's like conjunctions are great. Sextiles are amazing. Trines are like the best, right? So hey, you're moving into this great period in your life. It looks like you're moving into there's something brand new happening, and you're entering this next chapter. Not even a chapter, but if your life was a trilogy, you're writing your next book. All right, Gemini, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from I'm Gemini rising, from my Geminis, Team Gemini. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I will see you next week. Bye bye.